You ever see those people who are always on social media talking about their companies and they're showing their products and trying to talk everybody into signing up with them? If you'll notice in all my videos, you will never ever hear me talk about the network marketing company that I'm involved in. It's not because I have a problem with the network marketing or I have a problem with the company. I wouldn't be involved in this business if I really didn't believe in it. And I wouldn't be involved with a company that I didn't trust and believe in. But there's a number of reasons why I don't talk about the network marketing company I'm in. Now, first of all, I'm a network marketer because I'm nearing the retirement age and thinking about what I can do to supplement my income. Because over the years, and for a large number of reasons, I haven't been able to save up the amount of money that I would like to have to retire. And with inflation, it doesn't seem like I can really stay ahead of it and maintain the level of lifestyle that I want to maintain in my retirement. And I don't want to work the rest of my life. At least I don't want to work as hard as I am now. So that's why I've chosen network marketing. It is a legal company. It's or business. It's just the way people have carried it out in the past that has hurt the integrity of the industry. But it is a very viable means of creating an income. It's a real business. And so when we talk about it being a real business and being something that we can build and supplement our income and, achieve our goals and realize our dreams, we have to treat it that way. But we don't want to talk about the company. We don't want to talk about the specific MLM company that we're working with, and there's a number of reasons for that. First of all, you don't own the company. The company has a whole list of fine print, and I doubt any of us ever read all of it. And you can start a huge group, and just because you're a seven-figure earner doesn't mean that you're immune to becoming impervious to whatever they decide. And they can decide that you violated the terms of service, and they can terminate you, basically. And when you are working for an MLM company, you are not the owner. You don't own your downline. You don't own the products. You don't own anything. And so basically, like a salesman or an employee, they can just let you go, just like that. They owe you nothing. So you need to go into this with a sober mind and realize that. And the next thing that you need to realize is that while they can and do terminate people, it can leave you really kind of high and dry or feeling that way. And the thing about it is you're only a salesperson. And I say only because you're only a salesperson. And they've got millions of people. And they can probably afford to let a seven-figure earner go, or even a smaller person, of course, go when they've got millions of other distributors who are going to kind of fill in the gap. They can take the impact. So really, you can be one of the top earners, but it doesn't give you a seat at the king's table, if you will. So you have to go into this realizing that you don't own the company and that you're just an independent distributor. And that's the way you need to look at it. You are independent. You are your own boss. This is your own company that you are starting, your own business within the network marketing industry. So once you come to terms with that and realize that, how much better you'll be for that. And I don't just talk about the company with anybody unless you're working with me. But I never will share the company in these videos on my YouTube channel. But if you start working with me, then our language changes, our conversations change, and it's really about how to build this business. And everything I do in this business of No Bull MLM on this channel, all the traffic I generate is for building my network marketing company or my business. But if they terminated me tomorrow, then I'm not going to be out of business, so to speak. So if they do terminate me, if I'm terminated, It's not the end of the world. I find another company. Just like that. I find another company and I go with them. Now, it may seem easier said than done, you might be thinking. Well, it's not that difficult, because what happens is that when I find another company, I just simply put that company into my Work With Me page. And if you go to the Work With Me page right now, you'll click on a button and it will take you to a rotator that is filled with people that are in my organization. And so you may get my page or you may get somebody else's page. That will give you the information about the company, my business page, if you will, my business card. And so what happens is I can just go to that page and then I can just change the link on one button and I'm in business. I don't have to do a new website. I don't have to create new email list. I don't have to do anything, because everything that I put on the front end is about building your business. It's about helping other people. And so that doesn't ever change. The only thing that changes is that one piece, and that's a different company. So what's neat about that is that when you have a Work With Me page, you are able to, and this is kind of a funnel in and of itself, and it's an integral part of the larger funnel. But when you have a Work With Me page, you have a page over here let me have a video on here, and I got my button. And so what's happening is I'm sending traffic in here. And it's coming from my web pages, I'm coming from my blogs, it's coming from YouTube, and it all will directly go to here. You go to my page, you decide to click on this button, you will then go to an opt-in page. And this is where I am going to collect your email. And then from that opt-in page, you're going to go to a rotator, what I call a rotator. And all it is a link that goes to a rotator. And in this rotator, I've got people's URLs. These are URLs. Business pages. Okay, and so when a person clicks on this, it'll go to this one. The next person goes to this one. The next person goes to this one. The next person goes to this one. And the next person goes to this one. And so this is my way of sharing my leads and sharing my traffic and helping my organization or my downline grow their business. So this could be you. And if somebody clicks on this link and they get your information, you're going to get an email that they went there. And I'm going to encourage you to follow up on that. But I've also captured their email over here on my opt-in page. And so this is a great model to set up. And my dream is that I would have hundreds of people in my downline doing this, growing their business this way and sharing their leads and their traffic. And so that's a great way to keep people involved and keep them in your downline. But the cool thing about this is that once you get this traffic going in here, it doesn't stop. As long as you keep feeding it in there through content. I am not paying for any of this traffic right now. It's all content. And when the people click on this button and they go to this page and then they go to this rotator that is the company page, these are all business pages that go to that network marketing company that you're working with, and then these are all people in your downline. Well, when you change the URL in this rotator, of course these people will go away, but you will now start driving traffic to this, and as people get involved and become a part of your downline, you start plugging them in. And the cool thing about this is, let's say that this person starts a rotator. and they've got 15 or 20 people that they're putting in there, and they're helping them get 2 or 3 people signed up under them, and then you put those people in there, and this person does a rotator, and this person does a rotator. And so you can begin to see the power of this as you promote this rotator methodology or this rotator system in your downline. And so when you do that, it's just a matter of changing the link. And then don't forget, you've got a mailing list. And so every time, everything that you do, all the traffic that goes into this page needs to go to your opt-in page. Everything needs to be going to your email list. You always want to capture your email, and that is number 1. Capturing an email, because if they turn you off on one company, you might have a slow month, but if you've got an email list, you can bring a lot of those people, you can let them know that you've moved. You don't have to get nasty or make the company that terminated you or that you're leaving bad. You never want to do that, but you can let these people know that you have found a different opportunity. You can share the opportunity immediately with your downline and people on your mailing list, and you can instantly start growing your downline. And so that is the beautiful thing about your mailing list. They're not lost, and you're still able to communicate with them. So you communicate with them through training, and resources. And so none this ever changes. This is stuff you're already doing. Now, my source of traffic is YouTube primarily. And I like YouTube for a number of reasons. And the first reason is that it has a long shelf life. And so I've got videos on other channels that the channels I have not put anything on for probably 2 years, and I'm still getting several hundred visits a day. So it has a long shelf life. And as long as you put out content that's relevant and evergreen, you will have a long shelf life. And another reason I like YouTube is because it better serves your audience. The thing about YouTube that people know and maybe often forget, but is YouTube is a search engine. Let me erase that there. And so when people are looking for an answer to something, you could serve up your video that could be several years old. In fact, I get served up videos that are 5, 6, 7, 8 years old in response to my question on YouTube, and sometimes that's the best information. It's not out of date because it is evergreen. And another reason that YouTube is really good is it is the best platform to communicate and teach. It's free. And so in order to do that, once YouTube knows who your audience is or who your ideal customer is, they're going to take you to them. And the reason is once they know who your audience is or who your avatar is, they know where those people are in the platform. And so once they know who your avatar is, then you are going to have this steady flow of traffic. Now, this traffic I'm talking about takes some time to get going. And one way to get there is you get really clear on not who your audience is, but who your avatar is. I can't write. Get clear on who your avatar is. And your avatar is one person. This isn't a group of people, it's one person. this is a person that you speak to, like now that I'm making this video right now, I'm talking to you, my avatar. And that person is a person that is wanting to get into network marketing, and they're maybe struggling, or maybe they don't know how. And maybe you've been talking to people about your company and your products, and so now you might be reconsidering that. So I know who my person is, and I know what their interests are, and I know what their fears are, and I know that they're wanting to supplement their income, and that they're thinking about retiring or retired, and you're needing to figure out a business that you can do. You don't want to work hard. You don't want to clock in somewhere. You want some flexibility to do the things you want to do. So you need to know who that one person is, and all the things that I just mentioned are needs that I know you have, and things that you're looking for. So I know my one person, and as I build my videos, I get to know that person even better. And so it's important that your avatar is a single person. Not people, not a group. And so when you're talking to that single person, your avatar is a person that becomes like your friend. And one of the neat things about doing it that way is that when you're making videos like this, you don't have any feedback. You don't know what people on the other end are experiencing. You can't see their face. And so, in reality, I'm sitting here looking at a blank screen and a camera. But I know that I'm talking to my avatar, you're my friend, the person that I want to help. And so that is how it makes it a whole lot easier when you're making videos. And then the principle of 100s. Now, if your MLM company terminates you, you've got traffic. And the idea is when you start your channel, your YouTube channel, is that you're building that traffic. And so it takes time. And the one thing that I would tell you just on the side is when you're starting out, don't go and look at your analytics, and don't look at all that stuff, because you don't have enough information there. What you want to be doing is looking at what videos are being watched, and look at who's watching them and double down on that information. But in the principle of 100s, for example, what I am doing is I'm doing 100 videos over the next 100 days. Whoops. And so doing this, what happens is that I am able to get better at making videos. And so you do 100 videos, and I can guarantee you, you're not going to be doing it the same as you did on the first one. And you're going to be able to learn a lot. And I can tell you that in the first 60 videos on this channel, I've learned a lot. So you're going to get better at making videos. And the thing about it is it takes time. It takes time to get good at what you're doing. And so you really want to focus. The 100 videos in 100 days helps you focus and become more laser focused on your objective. So it's not just about making videos, but it's about getting better at making videos. It takes time, and it is about producing quality videos. And so if you're ever tempted to talk about your company or the MLM company you're with, don't. And if you are worried about getting terminated and what do, you want to put your focus in the beginning on traffic. So traffic is just opening up the gates for people to pass through. So you open up the gates for people to pass through. And you want as many people to pass through those gates as possible. And so when you have that happening, people going to different parts of your funnel, going to your opt-in pages or going to your blog posts. That is what you want. You want people just absorbing all this content, and the content that you make needs to be quality content. And the best way to do that, the best way, and I want to leave you with this, best way to make quality content is to identify problems and provide solutions. Don't just put information up on your videos, because information is free. What you want to do is identify a problem and come up with a solution. And so today's problem is if you were terminated, whether you wrongfully or not, if you were terminated or you parted ways from the network marketing company you're working with, what do? Well, what you do is you go and you focus your time now on building a Work With Me page, building out your funnel, and sending traffic. Build a traffic source, an evergreen traffic source. Now, buying traffic is one thing, and you might want to buy traffic if you have something that's really hitting well. But the nice thing about evergreen traffic or organic traffic is that it's evergreen, and it can continue for years. And so that's where the passivity of this business comes in. So I hope this was helpful. I would encourage you to like and subscribe, of course, but go and check out my Work With Me page and see how that works. And while you're there, go ahead and get some information on the company I am working with today. And I really am enjoying it. I like it for a lot of various reasons. Very easy to get into and get involved with. And I think you'll see why I say that when you go and check out my Work With Me page. Until next time, God bless you, and I hope this was helpful.